Hi everybody, thanks for coming back today. We have recently finished our blue plaid junk journal and I cleaned out my tray that I use when I'm working on a project, and I have so many leftover papers that I really want to use them for something. I know I'm not just going to put them away in a box somewhere because I'll never use them. So I'm going to make a collage board, a master board, out of, I hope some of them, or most of them. I may make more than one board because I have quite a few papers. I'm going to use this as my backing. This way, when I cut it up as tags or journal cards, they'll already be backed. But I do want to make it larger. So I'm going to start out with some larger pieces that are going to overlap. And then when I'm finished with the whole front, I'll turn it over and I'll collage the back of those extra pieces. So it should be interesting. We'll see what happens. I've lost my glue bottle, the one I always use. I have no idea, I just wasted 45 minutes looking for it. So I poured out some glue on a piece of a paper plate. I want a huge paper plate here. And I poured some glue in it. I think I'm going to pour some more from my large bottle. Hopefully I'll find my small bottle. I'll make another big puddle here. This way I can use my brush to brush the glue on, rather than try to squeeze it out of this big bottle. I'm going to pour some in there. There we go. Okay, I'll make a nice big puddle of glue. I can always add more. Alright, so we should end up with some nice master boards out of all these papers I've got here. I printed way too many pages from my junk journal, the blue plaid junk journal. So I want to use them up. I'm going to start ripping some of these. I'm going to start out with some very large pieces. And like I said, I'm going to overlap them so that they hang off both sides of the paper. And this way it'll end up larger than this 8.5 by 11, which is a waste of time doing. So I'm just going to take my pieces. Well, first I'll put some on the board, on the paper. Be easier. I can always tack down any edges that are loose. But this is much quicker than trying to pour it out of the bottle. And I find using glue sticks is, I don't know, I just use up so many glue sticks doing it this way. So we'll work with the glue. Doing it on my mat so I can always wash it off. Okay, so this piece I'm going to overlap top and the side by a couple of inches to start. We'll put that down. Press it down. And let's see what else we have. Quite a variety of papers here. Some of these work out well. These are what I printed. I collaged them on my computer. Put one of these, overlap the glue a little. The only reason, I don't know, the glue, I don't know, the only problem I'm thinking we may have is it may be too hard when it dries, but we'll see. Okay, there's that piece. On something else. Got this. I'll use this across the top here. Make my page larger. The glue's working out pretty well. Like I said, we'll see if it dries too hard. But I make journal cards and tags out of these, so if they get hard, it's fine with me. Just make them sturdier. Okay, let's put that down. Up here. Just make our page larger. Run to this end. Now I'm going to find what else I have in here. I have some of this dark that we used from the book, but I don't know. That'll work out well in another book. I don't know what colors it would be. So we'll stick with some regular colors. What else have I got? I have this printout of a collage that I had made on my computer. That'll work. I'm going to go down the middle now. My glue is buckling up the paper, but we'll see. Usually when the glue dries, it runs out. Okay, so this one I want to extend this side. Put on the angle. Any little spots we miss, we're going to fill in. We're just going to keep collaging over this. And now I'll take some more. This blue graph paper. You want a torn edge for the top. And I'm going to collage that over this. Oops. Glue onto the edge. Now I was just going to do this off camera and use up my paper, but I figured why not just video it. Give you an idea what you can do with your leftover papers. Move this a little. So it may be in choppy pieces. I'll be editing out different parts. Okay, this piece I want to go here. So far, so good. I think I want to put a piece across here to make it larger. Let's see if it's sticking out. This was actually pieces of tags I was gonna make, but I didn't. So we'll just use them up. Just ripping them. Ripping always works out well on a collage. I'm going to put this over the bottom to extend this end. So I'm just going to put glue on here. Okay. Put this down. Move it over. That's a nice ripped edge on there. I like that. Okay, now we need another piece along this bottom. I use another one of these. That's fine. This is actually just going to be the base of whatever we end up with. I'm going to add smaller pieces on top to make it more of a collage. Okay, put this one on here. That'll hold the bottom. Widen that up. sure it's not sticking. Doing that. Now I need a few more big pieces. Graph paper. Let's see what else I have. I have some lined paper. How about that? Let's put that. A nice big long piece. On the edge side of this with that. That'll work out well. So far so good on using the glue. It's a lot quicker than the glue stick. My foam brush. Glob of glue on the paper plate, and it works out well. Okay. Now I'm just going to put this so it hangs off all around, extending the size of our page. This area. What have I got left? No, that's the blue from the other book. Don't want it that defined as a blue. Like that. Those are the same. Oh yeah, got the back of this one. You have to use this. Maybe I put this right here. You really don't need a thick layer of glue to do this. You just want it to hold. Okay. Extend it up and then down. Glue up here. Very good. Puts down all your corners and edges. And now we have something here. Maybe another color. Let's see what I have. Oh, I have some blue. That'll work out fine. See if I get the stitching in here. Oh, I like that in there. Just gonna rip the top a little bit. I do need a little more glue. I've got a ways to go yet. Refilled. Here's my glue. I have a nice big puddle. Alright, put this down. I'm guessing as to how big my piece is. I can always tap some glue under it. Okay, I'm gonna put it right here. Very good. And we have one little area. We can put a little piece of this on here. Very good. Okay, we have the major part finished. And I'm going to extend a little bit more on the bottom here and a little bit on this side. So we need, let's see what else I have. More blue, we don't want that. Now, hey, look, further down the pile. Here's a darker color, and how that would look. I think it would work. I'm going to try to even this out. That'll work. Like I said, we're going to add smaller pieces on these. Just to make it look more like a collage, not all large pieces. Okay, get this on here. We want to make this whole thing about this big. There. All right. So another piece in the corner. We'll do another piece of this dark. Torn side on the inside. Looks good. Okay, put that up there. About the right width. I think we've got our whole sheet. Now this will work out a lot better. It's a lot larger than a small 8.5 by 11. I'm going to put a piece over here also. Way. Fill that in. I think this is looking pretty good. I'm not feeling any loose edges, except right here. I missed it. Sort of like decoupaging, gluing over the edges. Alright, so now we sort of have a completed full large piece. You see where I need some glue. Right here. There. Alright. So my idea was, when I turn it over, I would just use small strips and decoupage around the edges. Then when I cut it up, I'm going to get a variety of patterns. So that's good. I hate making 8.5 by 11 because you cut it up into a few journal cards and it's gone. This way I'll get quite a bit out of it. Okay, now I'm going to let this glue dry a little bit. Okay, I'm back. I let it dry a little bit. In the meantime, I went through my pile of papers and found some other colors and patterns that we hadn't used. And I ripped some of them up and just placing them where I think they may work well. Need something to break up the center of this. That'll work. Alright, I'm going to start gluing these little pieces on. And then we'll see what else we need. I'm just gluing on my paper towel here. The little pieces, I'm putting the glue on the little pieces, rather than try to figure out where the glue should be. I'll put this to the right. Hope you can see what I'm doing. Okay, there's that piece. This little piece. This one. I'm hoping this is going to work out. I've never done it this way before. Trying to extend the paper out, but it makes more sense. I'll get more pieces out of it. What was I putting this? I want this green in here somewhere. Yeah, I'll put it this way. Now we get this green down. Just gluing it. And no more camera there. Okay. Where do we want it? Here? Or here? Again, one here. I'm looking at my screen and I notice my camera is stopping every once in a while, so I hope this is recording well. Okay, there's the green piece. This one we haven't glued yet. My glue is drying up. Need a refill. Okay, this piece. Actually, this is the back of this green. And put that in the middle here to kind of break up that piece of graph paper. Glue. Alright, let me put a little more glue on here. I don't need too much more. I need a little. Okay. Alright, this piece I'm going to put up at the top to break up that brown. Oops. Up here. On that edge. Okay, everything's glued down well. This little piece. Put it over here. It can be upside down, sideways, anyway. Just to create a little variety. We'll add some glue up here. And under here. I can't even see that. I hope you can see it. It's getting a little larger. But that's what I want. Okay, I have some more of this. Let's see if we have something different. What else? I have this. That'll fit in here. Break up something over here. Okay, we're getting there. 3 more small pieces. And then we'll flip it over a little and do some of the back. Just along the edges. Break this up a little. Okay. We need something here. Another piece of the brown. That'll work. Just tear the edges to make it a little more interesting. And we'll put it this way. I'll cover up this line. Okay, I'm gluing this piece. Put it right here. Okay, I think that's all for now. We'll work on the other side and then we'll see how it looks. Turn this over. Well, my plan is to just work around the edges so that some of the journaling cards or tags that I cut will have plain backs that can be written on, but the edges we're going to collage. We'll see what we end up with. I'm going to lift up onto these pieces up. Some of this darker brown. Make a good edge. Okay. Start gluing them on. We'll pick out more as we go. I think I'll put this over here. A little more glue. This piece. On this edge. And these we'll put over here. Right here. A little more on the sides we need. Got another piece of brown. Now I'll put this towards the bottom where I think I'm going to cut it. Like over here. Glue dries clear, not a problem. Okay, now we need a few more here and there. What else can we use? Let's get back to this print that we have. Find it. Here it is. Flip some of this. And we'll put some over here. This way. This way I can cut off what's extra. Okay. Down here. There we go. Now we can do something on the side. What do we have left? What colors? It's all too light. Need something brighter. How about this? Do a long strip. Like I said, we're going to be cutting this up, so you're not going to see a long piece of anything. Glue is drying up. Hang that over the edge. Tear it off here. Alright, I want that edge. Now what do we need? A little bit more down here. What haven't we used? This print. I'm just talking to myself through this video. Okay, I'm putting down the glue. Not sure how wide it is, but we'll fix it. Put on this piece. End up. That's good. Patching up a few loose ends as I go. There. Now, we have a nice large piece. And put some collaging around the edge. And the center will be good for tags or Caroline tags. And then we have this side. Let's see, we did it this way. I really like that. And a few more pieces in here. These will be the fronts of whatever we make out of it. Down here. And what do we have left? I'll put some of this green. Have I used that? I don't think I used it. Okay. Taking off the white edge. Yeah, I'm going to place it right here. Graph paper sticking out there, and there, that's mine. I want anything else over here. I don't have any of this on this side. I'll just tear that up. I'll place it here. Out a little further to back the other piece. I keep throwing my brush right into the glue. It's rather saturated. Alright, I think that's what I'm going to put on here for now. We can always, after we cut up whatever we're making, journaling cards or tags, we can always add little extra pieces to match our book, whatever we use it in. So I think that'll be good. I'm going to dab a little bit of glue here. It's a little loose. Make sure the ends are down. And then I'm going to let it dry. And I have plenty of paper left, so I think I am going to make another one, but I'll do that off camera. And then when I come back, I'll have them all finished. And we'll cut them up. So we now have a larger piece to work with, which is good. These will be the backs, like I said, so you can always add on to them. Very good. I like the combination. It'll work in many different journals. Okay, so I'm glad you came back today. Please hit the like button if you liked what you saw today. That helps me get more viewers and more subscribers, which helps me grow. Please subscribe and hit the bell, and you'll be notified the next time I put a video up, which will be all of the pages that I make. Okay, so thank you for coming. I'll see you soon. Bye.